Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for the Apache Doris 2025 roadmap. I'm Rainer Chen from VeloDB and also the PMC Chair of Apache Doris. Let me start by introducing Apache Doris. Apache Doris is a real-time data warehouse that's built on MPP architecture, and it's known for being super fast with the queries. It can handle large datasets and give you results in just a few seconds. Whether you need high concurrent queries or complex analysis with high throughput, Doris has got you covered. It's perfect for report analysis, ad hoc queries, unified data warehouse, and speeding up data lake queries. With Apache Doris, you can create applications for customer-facing analysis, A/B testing, log storage and analysis, e-commerce order analysis, customer data platform, and 360-degree view. I'll dive into the scenarios where Apache Doris really shines later in this webinar. Okay, let's get started. The purpose of this webinar is to give our developers and users a comprehensive understanding of the key directions of the Doris community in 2025. Meanwhile, we also hope to get your feedback, which can help Doris better understand the user needs. Today's webinar is roughly divided into two parts. First, I will briefly review what happened to Doris in 2024, including what we did, what we didn't do, and why we didn't do it. After that, I will focus on introducing the development priorities of Doris in 2025, including both technical and community building aspects. Okay, let's first look at the numerical changes of Doris in 2024. In the past year, a total of 290 developers participated in the Doris community. During this year, we released 22 versions, submitted more than 7,000 commits, and modified 150,000 lines of code. It can be said that Doris remains one of the most active open source projects in the big data field. In 2024, we really dug into improving how we handle real-time analysis, log data, and the Lakehouse data in real-world scenarios. Here's what we focused on. First up, the query optimizer has been a big deal for Doris. We added more optimization rules, started automatically gathering stats, and made concurrency more adaptive. We also put a lot of effort into building and transparently rewriting materialized views. In the ARM ecosystem, we adapted deeply to Amazon's Graviton, helping user cut costs even further. For storage, we aimed to boost data import stability, especially with high concurrency, small batch data imports. We're also exploring complex data processing, like supporting multi-statement data import transactions. In semi-structured data analysis, we launched the variant data type, which really improved our handling of semi-structured data, especially JSON. The log scenario took off in 2024. Many Doris users switched from Elasticsearch and Lakehouse to Apache Doris, handling tens of terabytes of log data daily. Lakehouse scenarios are another key focus for Doris. We worked on optimizing Hive, Iceberg, Hudi, and Paimon, speeding up the queries on data lake data. Plus, we're enhancing SQL dialect support to help users smoothly transition from Hive, Presto, and Spark SQL dialect to Doris SQL. 2024 was also a big year for changes in Doris's architecture. With version 3.0, we fully open-sourced the compute storage separation architecture and introduced cloud-native concepts to the open-source community, boosting support for serverless and on-demand elastic compute resource scenarios. But if you check out our 2024 roadmap on GitHub, you'll see we're about only 60% done, which is not very high. Here's why. First, we underestimated how long it takes for a new feature to go from development to being stable. It's usually longer than we thought. So, we had to give up some new features and prioritize our resources on the most important features. Second, we spent a lot of time re-evaluating some old designs, fixing them or rebuilding them to make sure they can expand better in the future. Lastly, we invested heavily in testing. If you've been following our GitHub repo, you'll notice a lot of unit test related pull requests recently. Overall, 2024 was a year to rethink the project. We aim to keep Doris innovative while honing in on core features to ensure our user and customers really benefit and see value. Next is the focus of our webinar today, the overview of the Apache Doris 2025 roadmap. In 2025, the Doris community is going to focus on four key areas. First up, we're diving deeper into three main analysis scenarios: real-time data analysis, semi-structured data analysis, and the data lake data analysis. We're all about boosting performance and making our services even better, so users get top-notch and super efficient analysis. Next, let's talk stability. I'll get into the details later, but we're planning to up our game on project quality. From tech tweaks to better process control, we're making sure Doris runs smoothly, cutting down on risks and issues so you can trust our products even more. The third focus is building a more open community ecosystem. This means ramping up collaborations and enhancing user support. Whether it's tech talks, sharing experiences, solving problems, or offering resources, we're here to make the community experience richer for everyone. Lastly, innovation is key. Doris is all about pushing tech boundaries. We're keen on exploring how we can integrate with AI to create a data infrastructure perfect for the AI era. Plus, we're working on improving batch and incremental data processing to offer cost-effective solutions for all your data processing and ETL needs, keeping up with the growing demand for complex data handling. All right, let's talk about the three main ways people use Doris and where it fits into those scenarios. First up, we've got real-time data analysis. This is really where Doris shines. Our aim is to be the fastest and most cost-effective analytical database out there. In 2025, we're focusing on boosting performance across different CPU setups, especially with ARM. We're also rolling out some cool new query optimization features and expanding support for wider table, like with 10,000 columns. Whether you're dealing with single table queries or complex multi-table joins, Doris handles it with ease and speed. Next, let's dive into the data lakehouse. Here, we're all about giving user a seamless experience with unified data management, easy sharing, and top-notch performance. So in 2025, we're working hard to open up the data lakehouse ecosystem and streamline the analysis process. This means users will be able to handle and analyze their data more smoothly and efficiently. Lastly, we have semi-structured data analysis. In 2025, we're aiming for a big leap forward, moving beyond just log data analysis to becoming a standard in the observability field. We're investing heavily in performance tweaks, cost management, and building a user-friendly infrastructure to make observability tools even better for everyone. Next, let's dive into stability and product quality. For Doris, we're focusing on three main areas to boost stability. First up, release rules. I know everyone's curious about version updates. We're keeping two stable branch going, branch 2.1 and 3.0. We're planning to roll out version 3.1 in the first half of the year, and it should become the main stable branch later on. This year, we've tightened up the rules for the minor version upgrade. We're only letting in essential bug fixes. No new features or non-essential tweaks will be added to the minor version. Plus, we're gearing up to launch Doris 4.0 in July, aiming to upgrade Doris to be the data infrastructure for AI. With these release management strategies, we want to ease your worries about upgrades and help the community iterate more smoothly and reliably. Next, let's talk a code review. If you've been active in the community, you might have noticed some changes. We've tweaked the pull request template to ask for more detailed descriptions. like whether tests were added, if there are any changes in behavior, and if documentation is included. This way, we can standardize the process, minimize human error, and ensure top-notch code quality, which boosts Doris's stability. Lastly, we're ramping up our testing. Besides what the community pipeline covers, VeloDB has tons of internal tests like stress tests, chaos tests, and special feature tests. We know there's still room to grow. So quality assurance will be a big focus for us in 2025. By testing from all angles, we're aiming to solidify Doris's stability even more. The third thing I want to talk about is our community efforts. This year, we're really ramping up our open community initiatives. The Apache community is saying community over code. It really highlights how crucial the community is. We're aiming to create a more open and welcoming community. To do this, we're planning to bring more developers on board for collaborative projects, host a bunch of virtual or in-person events, and write more technical articles. With these efforts, we want to team up with developers to build a vibrant and active community. When it comes to user support, I have to say, the support from the Doris community for open source users is top notch globally, but we're always looking for ways to make our user support system even better and more efficient. You might have noticed we've just given the official website documentation a major upgrade. Check out the dev version of our official website, and I think you'll see what I mean. Plus, we're going to improve our forum or Slack maintenance and try to bring in Doris AI expert. With these steps, we'll help users solve issues, gather and address their concerns, and keep optimizing our services to offer even better. Finally, let's talk about exploring new scenarios. Like I mentioned earlier, Doris is all about being focused rather than trying to do everything, but that doesn't mean we're stopping our exploration. We're taking a careful yet optimistic approach to new areas. We'll explore these fields through collaboration and other methods without straying from our core development path. First up is the super popular AI scene. We've got plans for developing the vector search feature, but that's just the basics for AI. We're also diving into how data warehouse or Lakehouse and AI connect with each other. We see the Lakehouse as the backbone for the AI era, offering faster analysis, better data transmission, and unified data management. So we're all in on embracing AI, especially around the Lakehouse architecture. Next is batch processing. Handling big data with limited resources is a big deal. Snowflake found that 80% of its tasks are ETL, with only 20% being online queries. But the data size for these ETL tasks isn't as massive as what Hive or Spark deal with. Usually, we're talking terabyte level data. So by using techniques like data spilling, batch scheduling, and resource isolation, we can meet most users' batch processing needs by using real-time data processing. Batch processing is definitely an area we're keen to keep exploring. Lastly, there's incremental data processing, which is still in the planning stages. We're looking at things like a bin log and real-time incremental materialized views. We're committed to innovating and expanding Doris's capabilities to better meet our users' evolving needs. Okay, next, let's dive into what we're focusing on this year in a few key areas: Lakehouse, semi-structured analysis, query execution, query optimizer, and storage. I won't get into the nitty-gritty technical stuff today. Instead, we'll have special community sessions later where we can dig into the details and address any questions you might have. First up is the Lakehouse. On the left, you can see a diagram of the Lakehouse integration architecture centered around the Doris. It includes the main components like the storage layer, open file formats, open table formats, the analysis engine, and the catalog management. Doris handles three main scenarios in the Lakehouse scenario: speeding up queries on data lake, federated data analysis, and processing data lake data. As an analysis engine, Doris's main job in the Lakehouse architecture is to ramp up data acceleration. With more users bringing Doris into this space, we're focusing on boosting the efficiency and stability of query acceleration in 2025. This includes tackling issues like I/O long tail problems and resource management. We're also looking into how we can better use lake format indexes to make queries even faster. Plus, improving support for ISCO dialects is a big deal for us this year. We want to make sure you can move your business from other query engines over to Doris smoothly and without any hassle. In the Lakehouse ecosystem, we've noticed a big trend. Iceberg is becoming the go-to standard for open lake formats. Big names like Snowflake, Databricks, and AWS are all jumping on the Iceberg bandwagon. Doris is right there with them, keeping up with the community's pace. For instance, earlier this year, we successfully integrated with AWS S3 tables. Looking ahead to 2025, we're focusing more on supporting the Iceberg ecosystem to give our users a top-notch a Lakehouse data experience. We're working on improving data management for Iceberg and Hive, including things like snapshot management and the data rewriting. Plus, we are staying on top of the latest trends in lake formats and updating with new data types like geo and variant, and formats like Iceberg v3. For Iceberg-related integration, like supporting Snowflake's Iceberg table format and Databricks Unity catalog, we aim to make data integration smoother for everyone. Of course, we're not forgetting about other popular open lake formats. We'll keep supporting high-performance access for Apache Hudi and Delta Lake, and we'll keep optimizing based on what our users actually need. Lastly, let's chat about materialized views. They might not seem directly related to Lakehouse integration, but they're actually a key part of it. Whether it's speeding things up with transparent rewriting or handling data on the lake, materialized views are crucial. In the first quarter of this year, we rolled out full support for partition-level incremental updates and rewriting capabilities for materialized view across Hive, Iceberg, Hudi, and Paymon. Moving forward, we'll make materialized views even easier to use, like converting between logical view and materialized view, or adding smart recommendations for building a materialized view. The goal is to make materialized views more flexible and user-friendly. Plus, we're planning to expose data lineage info through materialized views to help users integrate Doris better into their own data platforms, boosting overall data processing efficiency and management. Next, let's dive into semi-structured data analysis. This year, we're aiming to move from just analyzing log data to creating a full-blown observability platform. First up, we're going to beef up our inverted index capabilities. We're adding support for multiple language tokenizers to handle different needs, like the popular IK tokenizer in Elasticsearch and the Unicode ICU tokenizer. Plus, we'll let users customize their own dictionaries. We're also going to make it possible to build indexes incrementally in cloud mode, which should help speed up data processing when using Doris with compute storage decoupled architecture. On the storage side, we're working hard to cut down the cost of storing these indexes. We want to use as little storage as possible while keeping performance high. When it comes to system observability, we're focusing on making index-related info more visible. You'll be able to see details like the index the building process, hit rates, and the filtering rates in a clearer way. So this should help you get a better handle on how your indexes are running, so you can manage them more effectively and boost the system's overall performance and stability. When it comes to supporting variant data types, Doris is really leading the pack. Since last year, we've seen a lot of lake formats starting to support variant too. This just shows how valuable this flexible data type is for handling semi-structured data, making it easier to meet various practical needs. As pioneers in this area, Doris is planning to expand what Variant can do this year. We're talking about supporting white tables with up to 10,000 columns to tackle big data storage and processing challenges. We're also working on optimizing sparse columns to make data storage and retrieval more efficient. Plus, we're giving user more control over how subcolumns expand, so you can manage data more precisely based on your specific needs. On top of that, we're adding support for building indexes on specific subcolumns. This will boost query speed and accuracy while cutting down on index storage costs. We're also making steady progress towards becoming a solid infrastructure for observability products. Our plan is to integrate with more observability systems like OpenTelemetry and Jaeger, acting as their backend storage and providing robust data support. We're keen to work with related communities to explore and establish best practices in observability. Additionally, we're connecting with more log transmission tools like iLogtail and Vector to enhance Doris's ecosystem in log data analysis. Through ongoing optimization, we're aiming to boost the processing power and efficiency of log data, offering users even better services. Overall, our vision is to make Doris the industry standard in observability, delivering top-notch efficient service at lower costs and helping users manage and utilize data more effectively in the digital age. Okay, after talking about where Doris can be used, let's dive into its core features and see what's coming up in 2025. First up, let's chat about the query execution engine. This year, we're really focusing on making Doris more adaptable, handling a variety of scenarios and managing resources better. For instance, when we spot data scale during runtime, we want to make sure that even when data isn't evenly distributed, the system can balance the load across multiple nodes. This helps boost data processing success rates. We're also enhancing features like top-end acceleration and lazy materialization. This allows us to more easily take over tasks that Elasticsearch usually handles. For example, when you're uh, matching the top 5 relevant records with very big text fields, these features help cut down on unnecessary data reads. We've already got some basic top-end and lazy materialization capabilities in previous versions, but they were limited to only data scan nodes. Now, we're expanding these features so they work even in complex multi-table join queries. We're also rolling out a user-friendly global dictionary feature, which can really speed up queries where the fact table has to be joined with dimension table frequently. Another big focus is optimizing for the ARM architecture. We're using specialized vectorization libraries tailored to different CPU models to boost Doris's performance on ARM systems. This is exciting because it can slash the overall costs by 50% or more. On the resource management aspect, our goal this year is to unify management and make everything more observable. Right now, Doris mainly manages resources for user requests like queries and data imports. Moving forward, we'll bring all tasks like schema changes and backgroup data compaction into a unified management framework. We'll manage these tasks consistently, handling things like task cancellation and queuing under resource constraints. Besides unifying resource management, we're also refining resource scheduling with techniques like multi-priority queue scheduling. These improvements will make task execution more predictable in mixed load scenarios. We're treating predictability as just as important as performance, so users get a consistent and reliable experience. We're also adding more system tables and the monitoring metrics to give you a clearer view of what's happening inside Doris. Plus, we're enhancing the visualization and clarity of the query profile. With these changes, we aim to make managing Doris straightforward, with all system state clearly visible at a glance. Next, let's talk about the query optimizer. It's a big deal in the database world. Even after all these years, new optimization techniques keep popping up. For Doris, the query optimizer is a major focus and investment area. In 2025, Doris's query optimizer will zero in on three main things: plan performance, plan quality management, and plan observability. First up, plan performance. How well we plan affects the system's throughput, QPS, and user experience. We're doing special optimizations for different scenarios. For simple queries, like select star from table, with simple predicates, we're cutting down on unnecessary optimization rules or speeding up partition pruning. This helps Doris handle lots of real-time analysis queries quickly and efficiently. For complex queries involving a bunch of tables, we aim to slash planning time from several seconds to under a second. This boosts execution speed, letting users get results faster. On the plan quality management front, we're introducing something called a historical-based optimization, or HBO for short. Traditional methods like cost-based optimization and rule-based optimization often struggle with estimating accurately, especially with window functions and aggregates. HBO uses history queries and data characteristics for better predictions, improving query planning quality. We're also setting up a full plan management system. In certain cases, users can add hints based on their expertise to get the best query plans, which can be saved for future use. This makes handling similar queries more efficient. Moreover, we're supporting the stabilization of specific plans to prevent plan changing or plan shifting after upgrades or data changes, ensuring a stability and reliability. We're diving into automatic optimization too. By learning from history queries and results, the system will adjust and choose the best plans automatically, enhancing overall performance. Lastly, we're focusing on observability. We'll offer tools like a query plan playback and online tracing to help users see and understand how plans evolve. This helps spot and fix issues quickly and gives user insights for further optimization, enhancing their experience with Doris. Finally, let's dive into where we're headed with storage and cloud native tech. This year, we're focusing on data security, making ETL easier to use, and ensuring the stability of a storage with compute storage decoupled architecture. First is high availability. We're enhancing the cross-cluster replication feature, or CCR for short. We'll be doing more thorough testing and adding cool functionalities like active master standby switching. Plus, we're rolling out a detailed guide on using CCR. This will help users keep clusters up and running smoothly across different regions, handle failures, and keep data safe and the businesses running. Next is data encryption. As Doris gets more popular in finance and business sectors, the need for transparent data encryption is growing. We're working on tech and features to meet these tough security demands. For ETL ease of use, many folks are using Doris for lightweight ETL tasks, which has brought up a bunch of needs in this area. Take the temporary table feature, for example. It's super handy for processing and checking data without the hassle of complex data cloning. This boosts efficiency and flexibility, plus our multi-statement data import transaction feature lets the user do ETL on multiple tables in one go, ensuring everything stays consistent and atomic. This gives the user more flexibility to tackle different business scenarios. Lastly, let's talk cloud native. Last year, we open sourced the compute storage decoupled architecture and launched Doris 3.0. This year, we're fine-tuning this architecture to improve user experience. We are optimizing how we handle cold data and coming up with better caching strategies. For instance, in read-write isolation scenarios, we'll make sure real-time data written in the right cluster. Axel quickly updates the read clusters cache. This keeps data fresh and boosts the system performance. Our aim is to make the storage layer rock solid, providing strong support for everything running on Doris and ensuring the whole system is stable and efficient. That's it for the overview of the 2025 Apache Doris development roadmap today. To recap, we're focusing on three key analysis areas: real-time, semi-structured, and the Lakehouse. We'll keep things stable while also integrating AI technologies, ensuring Doris stays ahead of the curve. And we also welcome everyone to join the Doris community. In addition to subscribing to our mailing list, you are also welcome to join our Slack channel or follow our LinkedIn, X, and YouTube channels. Thank you for your time and wish you have a good night. See you next time.